Okay, hey everyone, we just finished watching John Carpenter, we're just gonna give our
Carpenter?
thoughts. John Carpenter! Carpenter, I'm gonna keep that though.
Carpenter? John Carter.
John Carter, there we go.
This is a movie based on a graphic novel that was around 100 years ago, if you can believe that. Really was. Look it up on Wikipedia. I know that's not a reliable source. Shut up.
It is.
Yeah. This is a story about a man who somehow finds his way onto Mars. Stay with me. It's actually pretty good.
Oh yeah, it's like, I've never looked at the novels, but
Neither have I.
I thought you said it was a book. I thought that's what you meant, like
Graphic
it was a book.
novel.
But a graphic novel, so like, I need to go out and like
100 years
look at
ago.
them and see if the pictures match.
It's wonderfully creative. It not only commentated on Indian rights, protecting the planet. Be minded, story created 100 years ago, and it was an environmentalist piece as well.
Yeah.
It was just impressive. It tells you just how long this has been going on. This is protecting the planet hasn't been a recent thing. This has been around 100 years.
Yeah, you see, actually, when I was watching the movie, I didn't really notice the environmental message, but once you just now mentioned it, I actually stopped, and it is. Once you think it's about, like, the planet's dying, and there's no water, barely.
And it's not only because of what we do to the planet. They waged war for thousands of years, and in turn, the planet was destroyed to ruins.
Yeah.
Dust bowl all around.
But those aren't spoilers. But the 3D was pretty good.
Yes, it was.
Instead of I'll put my hand in front of the camera. Instead of like gimmicky 3D like that, it's more like depth. Yeah, exactly.
It's the depth. The kind of 3D you come to expect nowadays.
Yeah, the good kind,
like
not
the kind from Avatar, the kind from the new 3D Star Wars movie, even though it was still the Phantom Menace.
I haven't seen the Phantom Menace, but
I have.
But I won't comment on that because I need to see it first. But the 3D, I took off my glasses a few times in theaters, and it really didn't ruin anything.
Yes.
It was fine with me.
That's real D3D right there. Plug.
Yeah. What?
Plug for real D3D.
Ah, you're right. Product placement. Sponsors. But
They better give me money for that.
that'd be nice. But another thing, but talking about theater. Oh, by the way, spoilers. I'll put a red bar somewhere in the video. But yeah, exactly. That'll help me find it. But the movie, like the aliens were designed pretty well.
Of course, they're Martians. They were green.
Yeah.
There were also Martians that looked human, except they bled blue blood. If you noticed that.
Yeah, I noticed that too. Yeah, and also like
everything on there had blue blood instead of red.
And the CG was really good. I actually didn't really notice a difference between the human actors or like our actors versus like the CG actors. They did really good CG. It's not like crappy CG. I can't think of a bad movie. Well, I can. I got plenty of them, but it's nothing. Nowhere. This is a bad example. It's not like Mega Shark versus Crocosaurus. It's not that bad CG.
Yeah, the kind of CG you find on the Sci-Fi Channel.
Yeah, it's nowhere near that. It's actually really well done. Like, I couldn't really tell the difference.
As you would expect from a professional 3D studio.
But there's some that still do bad, but it's hard to believe, but some still do it bad. But overall, I meant like and the big running thing in the movie, like all the aliens kept referring to John Carter as like a white ape. Did you notice that?
I noticed that.
And I was like, I thought it was meant like I thought they were talking about the other humanoids, the humans on the planet.
I was aware of that too, but then they referred to them as red something.
Yeah, red skinned. Yeah, I heard that too. I just thought it was because her complexion was red skinned.
It was like they referred to him as a cross between a red skin and a white ape. Which
eventually, spoiler,
it's what it sounds like. It's a giant furry white ape with 4 arms
and like
2 legs.
giant mouth tusks.
All the aliens except for of course, the humanoid ones that look just like humans,
identical,
have 4 arms.
Yeah, but except like even the terrestrial, the bipedal. No, not bipedal. I don't know the word for when you walk on 4s, but quadrupedal. When even the aliens that were quadrupedal had 2 sets of legs. Like, did you notice that with cow-like creatures?
I did not notice.
When they're walking, you'll notice that instead of like just 2 legs, whoa, camera. Instead of 2 legs, they'll actually have like 2 other legs right behind those legs, and you can just barely see
like
it.
A dog?
No, not like a dog. They have like it's like they have actually 8 legs in total. If you couldn't really see it much, but if you actually noticed, but they move like normal legs. It's not like where, you know, when one moves in front of the other. It's like two move at a time. Like, or, well, in this case, 4.
I didn't notice. I thought they were four-legged.
They technically are, but and it's hard to notice, but, you know, it's pretty much they didn't have use for the other, like, 4 sets of legs. But, you know. And,
I have to go back and check that.
I'd watch it, to be honest. It's that worth it. But the dog was awesome, though.
Yes, there was this dog. It's a monster. It behaved like a dog. You saw it was a dog.
Yeah, it was a dog.
It was behaved like a dog. It fetched like a dog. But here's the thing. It was Speedy Gonzales.
Speeding Gone Dog-S, to be precise. Bad pun. Yes, clap my bad humor.
Yes.
But it looked like I said in the movie, it looked like a pit bull, a giant steroidal pit bull.
Super steroids.
Yeah, mega steroids. The reason why I actually have a pit bull at my house right now, and it looked just like it, except giant version. Yes. I found that funny.
Of course, these creatures are all hairless, except, again, for the white ape.
Yeah. Which I assume it's because of the hot temperatures of Mars. That makes sense.
Mars is cold. You mean cold.
Oh, right. My bad. It's either one or the other.
I believe the white apes would be native to the polar regions of Mars.
Yeah, it's polar ice caps.
They were, in fact, used in a dungeon, such as in Episode 2 of Star Wars, Attack of the Clones. The dungeon, the battle arena was similar, quite similar, except for the fact that, of course, being this is a 100-year-old story.
Yeah.
Star Wars likely copied that. In fact, a lot of movies are probably copied things from John Carter, it being the first thing that ever existed.
Because if we think about it, to be honest, it'd probably be like the first sci-fi. We'd have to go back and check. Well, no, World of the Worlds. I don't know when it was. It 1812?
Not 1812.
Oh, my bad.
1870.
No, so it's not the first sci-fi, but it's the first like terrestrial, other planetary probably. We'll have to. Well, that's probably a bad accusation. I can't really say that.
We cannot confirm that at this current time.
Yeah, but that's just rambling. But
if we do find out, we will put a notice up in the corner.
Yeah, where
right
he points. Woo!
Right there.
But what we need to do is you and me need to both read the comics and see if the pictures compare with the movie.
Because I noticed in the credits a distinct lack of creature design artist. I mean, it seemed more like they were just taking the creatures already there and putting them.
Yeah.
I mean, there was only like 6.
And because it was a graphic novel, he would have had to draw them all.
And with all of the with all the creatures that's there in the design specs, you would think there would more for that, especially in original things. You can see way more in the artist direction. This was like 6 people, so it goes to think that they really stayed true to the original artistry.
Yeah, I would admit that too, because I mean
focus more on the textures and making the models from all around.
Yeah, because I mean there's no other like way of saying it, but well actually yeah there is.
Probably, but we don't know.
I mean yeah, but I mean like because the thing that's different about it was a visual novel, so I mean graphic novel, my bad. So it's like transfer for transfer. They'd have to either look at the pictures and transform them. But it'd be a nice thing to go back because, like throughout the movie, I kept on saying like things look like other things from other movies. But the question, it was written in 1912. So is it the actual real and like George Lucas was ripping off John Carter?
Or did they take the story from John Carter and stuff from and all the sci-fi movies that came after and rip those parts in order to fill the gaps?
Yeah, because to be honest, I really didn't notice much filler in this movie, all things considered.
No, it was a fantastic story. John Carter is quite the guy.
Oh yeah, he's pretty cool. I mean, and also he was a Civil War cavalryman. That was awesome.
Yes, apparently was on the Confederate side.
Yeah, which is also another cool part.
You don't see that often in a hero of a movie.
No, you don't.
We don't really demonize the Confederates, but we tend to see them as lost and misguided.
Yeah.
But to see a hero be a Confederate is...
I mean, it was an underlying theme, but like it was said in the beginning, you know, like where the guy was reading it, which there was some comedy in the movie, but it wasn't like, oh, ha, ha, ha.
It's more like what would happen in the real situation, the same comedy, that cracking a joke.
Like irony comedy, more or less, or
yes,
like, you know, like in the first few scenes in the movie, that's like there's comedy, so. But yeah, I definitely say go see it. I mean, what day
Definitely
is it?
see it.
It's
It is the 14th of
Pie Day.
March. Pie Day.
Yeah, go eat your
Happy
pie.
Pie Day.
But yeah, I definitely go see it while it's still playing in theaters.
Yes.
Because I don't know, like I haven't actually watched a movie where I've seen it in theaters then watched it at home. So, but I know it's a big transition.
Yes, especially with the 3D. If you don't have 3D television, you need to go out in theaters.
Yeah, because the 3D's not gimmicky and like.
Go see it at like 2 in the morning or something.
Yeah.
In the afternoon.
Yeah, in the morning.
Sorry.
I wish this place would be open too. But
Yeah.
yeah, all things considered, it was a great movie to
Yes,
me.
indeed.
Fantastic. So yeah. So with that, I'm gonna turn off the camera here, and we'll see y'all later.